I'm Mick, and this is Sally. In our videos, we hope to showcase what Australia has to offer. You can follow us on our adventures via the following social media platforms. If you like the video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Black Point, located on the eastern side of Yorke Peninsula in South Australia, is an easy 2-hour drive from home with the caravan on. And it was reasonably early when we left, so we had plenty of time to pull into the Port Arthur rest area after we'd gone through Port Wakefield and stopped for a bit of a coffee break and just to break the trip up on our way down. Some time ago we did spend a weekend here, and as you see the road there going up towards the water, it was down in that turnaround area there where we camped. It's quite nice down on the water, listening to the water coming in and out each tide change, but not much to do there other than enjoy the coastal scenery, and that was about it. But yeah, it's not a bad parking bay, a lot of people use it. Most of the towns on Yorke Peninsula, particularly those that are on the water's edge, are a great tourism town, and the first one that we came across was Ardrossan, so we had a bit of a look around as we went through there and a bit of a break. The jetty at Ardrossan is well known as being a good crabbing and fishing location at the right time of the year, and it's within an easy walking distance of the Caravan Park. Not very far from the jetty itself is this lawned area here, and that was done by the Apex Club of Ardrossan. As the drone's flying up here, you can see those red cliffs there that I'm going past with the drone at the moment. And unfortunately for me, it was my first major crash with the drone when I was bringing it back in from sending it out above the water here. I don't really know what I did, but I got my heights wrong, and for some reason I flew it straight into the cliff pretty much at full speed. So that was the end of the drone for this trip, which was very unfortunate. I think it does add to the videos and whatever that I put together, but no, it's repairable, and it's out at the drone doctor at the moment, so as soon as I get that back, it'll be up and flying again. We're now on our way into Black Point, and surprisingly enough, we missed the turn-off going into the Caravan Park, which is just in front of us now. So we went further along into the shacks and chucked a Yui and come back, and eventually we did find it, but maybe a bigger sign might be better, or perhaps we just need to be more aware of where we're going. It's not the first time that we've tried to book into the Black Point Caravan Park, and as we're entering in here now, you'll see it's a very small yard. I think there was only a total something like 13 sites within the entire caravan park, and because of its location right on the water's edge up on the cliff, you really need to be sure that you're going to get a spot if that's where you want to stay. So yeah, I think this was about the third time I tried to get a booking there, and as the night progressed on this day when we arrived, I think there was only one spare site, but certainly the sites along the water's edge where we're looking now, they fill up very fast.
Yeah, g'day everyone. We're here at Black Point. We got down here early this afternoon. We couldn't get here too early. We left home reasonably early this morning, so we had to kill a bit of time on the way down. So a bit of a look around Ardrossan on our way down, and unfortunately I crashed the drone there, but never mind, so no more drone shots for the rest of this trip, unfortunately. And tomorrow we might go for a bit of a drive down to Port Vincent and have a look down there. Certainly going to be nice sleeping here tonight in the caravan with the water slopping on the beach. Should sound real nice, so hope you enjoy the video.
All of the ground within the caravan park, with the exception of some of the pad tent sites and out in front of the barbecue area where we are now, it was all gravel, but it was clean and very tidy. It was well maintained. I did read somewhere, I can't quite recall where it was, it might have been in Wiki Camps, the amenity block here, supposedly reasonably new, just recently built, and certainly when you're on the inside it certainly comes across that way. A small sheltered barbecue area here for the caravan patrons to use. Not a bad view here, basically from the back of our caravan, steps going down to the beach, and you could hear the water and the waves hitting the beach, and not very rough water, but certainly sounds nice when you're outside the caravan. Right alongside the caravan park itself is the boat ramp and car park area for the boats that are launched. It's a very nice, well done boat ramp, but as you go into the low tide, I think it will be, as you can see here, I think that's more sand on the beach, more so than sand that's built up on the concrete driveway, so a little bit of care might be required on low tide. Certainly nice as the day was ending to watch the fading light out over the water as we look back towards the middle of the Gulf. Adelaide in the background there somewhere, I guess, but oh, wouldn't it be magic if you had a sun setting over the water here. We may not get a sunset over the water, but we certainly get a nice sunrise as it was coming up in the morning. Nothing like an early morning beach walk with the sunrise and the light shining on the sand and the cliff walls in the morning. It certainly colours it up to be something worth looking at. With the weather being so kind to us today, we thought that we'd head off and have a look at some of the water tower art that was down on the lower part of Yorke Peninsula, and that was all done as a result of a recovery thing from the 2019 bushfires that went through the area. The first water tower that we had a look at was at Port Vincent, and this is where you really wish that you had a drone. It was quite a way from where we were able to get to it before you could view the tower itself, so some distance away, which was a bit disappointing. But as we found out later on as we were going around these water towers, they're still early stages as far as the viewing of it goes. They do intend on doing some viewing platforms and whatever for each tower, so in time they should look a lot better than what you'll see them in the video here as we travel around to them. As with most of the towns on Yorke Peninsula that are on the coastal areas, the foreshores as you drive down along them, very, very pretty and clean to look at, and people that live in the area must perhaps take it for granted, but certainly as we drive through there you think how great it does look. There's a good number of barbecues around the area for the public to use, and to be up on the foreshore there, nice warm balmy summer's night, having a barbecue and a few drinks, it must be magic. Now having a quick look at the Port Vincent marina and boat ramp area. Now making our way down to Stansbury, and there's one thing about all these towns down on the Yorke Peninsula. You might only be 6 kilometres from one town to the next, or you might be 20 kilometres, but it's certainly not a very far drive from one town to the next. We saw a sign for a lookout, so we took it, and this is where it brought us out. Short walk down to the shelter shed here. Well, it's not a shelter shed, but a picnic table with a shelter over the top, right on the water's edge on the top of the cliff. It'll be a great spot for a lunch. As we're driving along Stansbury's foreshore, we come across this big Moreton Bay fig. Now, imagine a warm day and a gentle breeze coming in off the water, and you're sitting in the shade of this tree. Wouldn't it be lovely? With the paved walking area and the lawn area along the foreshore, the public amenities, barbecues, it doesn't get much better for a beachside community town like this one for the tourists to really get in there and enjoy yourself. The Caravan Park here at Stansbury is laid out very similar to that of Port Vincent. It's on the tip of the point type thing with the land. It's basically got water on two sides of the park, and yeah, certainly nice in the summertime when you're down there and it's nice and cool. The Stansbury water tower art with the big blue crab on it, blue swimmer crab. Certainly colourful to look at, these water towers, and yeah, no, can't wait to see it when you've got the viewing platforms up where you can really appreciate what they've done there. Back on the road again, and this time we're heading for Wool Bay. There's no water tower art here, but it's a great location. It's got its little jetty there, so a little holiday destination with shacks and so on. But yeah, great little jetty for, particularly I think from what I can recall, if you like squid, this is a good jetty to go to. There's a bit of proof that they catch squid here. All those black marks on the jetty there, that's the ink from the squid that they squirt out once they've been caught. As we leave Wool Bay, it's only a very short drive down to the Port Giles grain handling facility, as we see here. A very large setup, this one. I did once have a photo that I took down there some years ago that listed how many cells and the tonne capacity of grain that they store there, but I didn't see it this trip. I don't know whether it's still there and I wasn't looking in the right spot, but yeah, very large facility. There was one ship being loaded at the end of the wharf there on the day that we were down there, and two anchored out in the channel waiting to come in, so things were moving down there. From Wool Bay, it was on to Coobowie, where we had a look at the water tower art there. Very nice one, this one, but once again, with a viewing platform, I think it'd be very much more appealing. It was a bit of a struggle on this one to get a good image of the water tower. You can see the fence here, so you're trying to get up over the fence, but as I mentioned earlier though, with a viewing platform, it should look very nice. As we leave Coobowie, we go past the Caravan Park, and we've spent many a trip down here in this one during the Christmas periods where the temperature in Adelaide is normally about 10 degrees warmer than what it is over here, so summertime, this part of the country is just wonderful to holiday in, with it being so much cooler. The next town with its water tower that we're going to have a look at was Edithburgh, but before that we went down to the beach and had a look along the jetty and the coastal area here. It's very pretty. As you drive down from Edithburgh's main shopping area, it takes you down to the jetty. Very popular for divers, this one. Lots of squid ink marks on the jetty, so this one here must be another good one for catching squid at the right time. The Edithburgh boat ramp and Caravan Park are all located on the same area. So if you want to come down with your boat and stay at the Caravan Park, certainly makes it easy for launching. You're not travelling, and just so convenient. Was a quick look at the water tower here at Edithburgh before we started to make our way over to Yorketown and check out the one over there, but oh, they're just so colourful to look at. They're wonderful. It was a catastrophic day on the 19th of November 2019, and when the fire was sparked here at Yorketown by these water towers that we're looking at now, the whole water tower art trail was developed to stand as a permanent reminder of the resilience shown by the local community during what was caused by these bushfires. As we were now heading back to Black Point, we thought we'd wheel in and have a bit of a look at Port Julia. Now, Port Julia is just a shack and holiday location, I guess. It's nothing else is there, and once again, like most of the places down along the Yorke Peninsula, they've got a great little jetty. In the video description below this video, I've left links to all the places that we've gone and had a look at on this video, and it's quite interesting to read for the cargo shed here at Port Julia how it was used and how everything was done with the clippers and so on that used to come into these little jetties and unload and reload and whatnot, but makes for some very interesting reading if you've got time to have a look at it. Yours truly trying to capture that great video clip. Port Julia has a lookout that you can view the coastal area along that part of the coast. We're now back at Black Point, looking at the bay there, and Black Point in the right hand side of the screen as I've just moved away from it and panning around on the water. This does look very nice when it's not overcast and you've got the sun shining on the blue water. Once we got back into Black Point, we took a drive down along the shacks, and I'm pretty sure here where we are at the moment would be what I'd consider the original part of Black Point. It's got what is genuinely to me is the original shacks, and certainly got a great beach out the front, real sandy, and no mud in the water at all. Would be terrific for swimming. Some of the later dwellings to be built at Black Point, a lot of them are holiday homes and up for rental, so certainly something down there to accommodate everyone, I think. Nothing like a good old Aussie barbecue to finish the day off whilst you're looking out over the water.
Well, that brings our trip to Black Point to an end. We're leaving today, so we'll be moving on to Port Broughton. And quite good down here, certainly plenty to go and see down around the Yorke Peninsula. And obviously a lot that we didn't look at, but no, it was real nice. So yep, next one, Port Broughton. So until then, look after yourself and take care.
If you like the video that you just watched, give us a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of our videos, hit the subscribe button. And once you've done that, tap on the bell and change the notification to all. That way every time we do uploads to our YouTube channel, you'll be notified.